Jobin introduced a media literacy program on Future Wave, aimed at educating people on how to discern fact from fiction, especially in the context of social issues. This would help combat misinformation and prejudice. Chapter 157, Step 3, Restorative Justice. Jobin was a proponent of restorative justice as a means to heal communities. He initiated a program on Future Wave that connected trained facilitators with communities in need, aiming to resolve conflicts and repair harm. Chapter 158, Step 4, Financial Literacy. Jobin launched a financial literacy program targeted at marginalized communities. By empowering people with the knowledge to manage their finances, he aimed to close the economic gap that often perpetuates social injustice. Chapter 159, Step 5, Environmental Justice. Jobin integrated environmental justice into Future Wave sustainability initiatives. He launched campaigns to clean up polluted areas and provide green spaces in underserved communities. Chapter 160, Step 6, Inclusive Education. Jobin introduced an inclusive curriculum feature on Future Wave, offering educational resources that celebrate diversity and teach the history and contributions of marginalized groups. Chapter 161, Step 7, Fair Representation. Jobin used Future Wave to launch a campaign advocating for fair representation of all ethnicities, genders, and orientations in media, politics, and corporate leadership. Chapter 162, Step 8, Mental Health for All. Recognizing the universal importance of mental well-being, Jobin expanded Future Wave's wellness pods to include resources on coping with the psychological impact of discrimination and social injustice. Chapter 163, The 2030 Goals. Jobin outlined the goals for 2030, a world where justice is the norm, not the exception, where the timeline has shifted to prioritize human dignity, compassion, and the well-being of the planet. Chapter 164, The Butterfly Effect. As Jobin reviewed the analytics on Future Wave, he saw the early signs of a butterfly effect. Small actions were leading to significant impacts, and the timeline was showing subtle but promising shifts. Chapter 165, The Year of Transformation, 2023. Jobin sat in his Future Wave office, contemplating the immense challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. The year 2023 was not just another year, it was a year of transformation. The timeline was at a critical juncture, and the actions taken now would echo into the future. Chapter 166, The Empathy Engine. Jobin activated a new feature on Future Wave called the Empathy Engine. This AI-driven tool was designed to foster empathy by simulating different life experiences, allowing users to walk a mile in someone else's shoes. Chapter 167, Step 1, Universal Basic Income. Jobin used Future Wave to launch a campaign advocating for universal basic income,